Welcome to Lance Riggen's Money Mindset, the show where wealth is built with strategy, freedom is created with intention, and legacy starts with the decisions you make today. Hosted by Lance Riggen, this podcast dives into real conversations about investing, entrepreneurship, real estate, mindset, and building a life on your terms. If you're ready to think bigger, move smarter, and take control of your financial future, then you're in the right place. This is Lance Riggen's Money Mindset. Let's get into it. Welcome to another week of the RV Blueprint. Here I am, your host, Lance Riggen. My wife is on a call with a seller, so I'll let her use that excuse for not being in here right now. We've been on a few calls with sellers today. Actually, it's been a good day direct to seller, and that's my favorite. We've got some bird dogs rocking and rolling for us, bringing in steady deal flow. Now we got to get the deals to the signing table and then to get closed, right? So we're here tonight to talk about branding, social media marketing. And I talk about this a lot, but man, the results are crazy, right? Anyone here in our small group, in our RV Park Legacy Builders group here, can tell you that the results are almost immediate when you get your buy box dialed in and you market in the Facebook groups. You have sellers reach directly out to you, and we've been having that, and everybody who's working with us directly is having that some of that success as well already. And so I really want to get into that, right? Marketing yourself to where you aren't having to go look for all the deals all your own. It's always good to go look for deals, but it's nice. It's a lot better to have bird dogs, wholesalers, brokers, and sellers coming direct to you, bringing deals right to you. Who here wants to have? Put a one in the chat if you want deals landing in your inbox on a daily basis. Put a one in the chat. Put a two in the chat if you want to just dog it and try and get all the leads yourself. And then I'm going to kick you out of the Zoom. No. So, guys, I like to have fun on this Zoom. I am very serious about investing and buying RV parks, but I like to have fun. Life is too short. This is what I do full time. So those of you that know me know that I like to joke a little bit and have some fun, So if you're not into that, then you're probably not in the right place. I think life's too short, and I'm going to have fun while I'm doing it. So hopefully you guys are lighthearted, here to learn, but also want to have some fun and, cut it up a little bit. Let's see. Ricky, did you mean to raise your hand? Anyone, if you want to talk on this Zoom, you have to put your camera on. That's going to be a rule. That's going to be a rule, guys. Let's see. I think you probably accidentally did that, maybe, or did you? Yeah, Ricky, did you mean to raise your hand, or was that an accident, sir?
Yes, I want to ask you a quick question.
Sure.
All right, I have a RV park in Texas. Talk to the broker and everything. Seller open to seller financing. There be something you'd be interested in? It's a 43 unit too.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. And
Okay,
I'm going to
cool.
show you my buy box
They have
too while we're
cover.
here. Yeah, man, reach out, shoot me a
Okay,
DM me on
I got your
Facebook.
number.
Oh, you got my number, Ricky? Okay, cool. That's right. We've talked a few times,
Yeah.
haven't we? Okay, cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Thank you, Brent. I appreciate that. See, look at that. Ricky raised his
You're
hand. He freaking, you're not going to get if you don't ask. Nice work there. I was like, at first I was like, man, he's asking questions. I haven't even started yet. What's going on here? So, anyways, guys, cool. So let's get into this. Who here? I want this to be an interactive Zoom today, so I want your participation. So hopefully you're engaged and you're not half hanging out. And if you are, I get it, but I want you guys to be engaged in this, and I'm going to ask you to put comments in the chat for me. Who here has knows exactly what they want in an RV park, and they have a buy box built already? You know exactly what you're looking for, and you have a really good buy box built. Give me a one in the chat. Give me a two in the chat if you want to buy an RV park this year and you don't have a solid buy box and you don't know exactly what you're looking for or what you're doing, but you want to own a park this year. Give me a two in the chat if that's you. Love it. Yeah. Yeah. We're working with MD. Sweet. Good to see you in here, man. Guys, we are doing some consulting as well. We're consulting with MD, helping him go over his numbers, making sure everything lines up. We're also doing coaching. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but the consulting is something newer to us. I had several people ask me, and I just wasn't sure what to say. And so I finally was like, you know what? Yeah, we're going to start doing this. It's because I keep having people ask me that. So why not, right? Adding value, right? We both get value. All right, cool. So let's see here. Yeah, love it. Love it. I don't know where the first questions started. Dang it. Whoops, I messed up on that one. I should have well, we should have done a three or four. I don't know where the last one ended. Okay, so looks like okay, yeah, okay. To have a Carrie says to have a. I don't know what that means, but so two's a couple two, a three. What does that mean? Eight? Is it 80? That's an interesting name. 80. All right. Yes, and Mo. Who's Mo? No, kidding. All right, guys, cool. What's up? Look at Jim and look at Jim. Look at Jim's buy box. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful buy box, Jim. Look how fit you are, brother. I love it. The AI attack. Hey, they did you guys right though, man. I've had some AI. So here's the thing. We'll talk about buy boxes for a little bit. I've morphed my buy box over the last 6 months over and over, and I'm getting it to where I really like it. But things get old. People see you, the same old stuff. You're gonna want to change it up a little bit here and there. So I love to help people get a dialed in buy box. I've got my Chat GPT, yeah, pretty dialed in for buy boxes, but sometimes it gets really stupid on me, and it doesn't. It turns mine and my wife's photo into some gargly weird old or like 20-year 15-year 20-year older version of us, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Or dark sunken eyes, and I look like I'm 65 years old. I'm like, what the hell? That's not me, man. I can't share this, right? I don't really mind, but my wife's like, no. But the more you regurgitate, right, and try and perfect if it'll, because sometimes it does little grammatical errors. Sometimes it doesn't post the right people. Like I've tried to make flyers with different groups of people, and sometimes it does it, and sometimes it mixes it up. Like we're going to go speak at a meetup in New Braunfels with Adriana Pena on the 30th of this month. We're going to go camp out. We're going to look at a couple parks while we're in New Braunfels. Yeah, yeah. New Braunfels is just outside of San Antonio. Some of you guys were just over in that area. We actually are talking to a seller. He's like, you can stay in our park for free. Don't worry about it. We'd already booked a stay at a park. I was like, damn it, that would have been sweet. But we're still going to go check out the park while we're there. And so I built this flyer, and her and her partner and my wife and I, it could not get the host and the guest speaker. It just kept doing it wrong like 10 times, and I was so pissed. I just had to let it go. I was like, forget it. We're gonna have to go with the original one and just put some verbiage in the post. I told her, I was like, I cannot. And then it made us like 20 years older. And then I told Adriana, I was like, let me try and get it young. She's like, yeah, me too. And I go, well, let me try it one more time. I said, can you make us look younger? And then the next photo it came, it was like none of us we were all Hispanic all of a sudden, and we were all young, like 20 years younger. I was like, what the hell, dude? It was so funny. And I was sharing it with Adriana, and she was laughing. But goes haywire. You can't overdo it, right? You just got to keep it simple and basic. Let me let this person in. So yeah, MD, did you want to hop up here, brother? Turn your camera on real quick. Yeah, it was so
Uh,
dumb though. What's up, bro?
Nice. All right. I was just taking a walk, so that's why I couldn't turn on my camera. But another thing is, I wanted to say thank you for giving me the hand and being consultant. I
Yeah.
know it's not easy things, but sometimes we always need help. That's where
Yeah,
the
bro.
research comes in.
Yep. Yeah, appreciate that, man.
So, so I
Yeah,
wanted to say thank
100%.
you and thank you for making the Bible for us.
Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for coming up and saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's a
Yeah,
great
no
guy.
problem.
He's already getting parks. He's going into getting in. He's got a park and he's looking at getting another park and wanted to make sure his numbers were good and the offer looked good, and it didn't, right? On this next one, my wife and him, because she does the underwriting, they got on they've been on several calls. She's the smarter one. So if you need guidance in negotiating and closing, usually I'll hop in. But when we're talking like numbers and underwriting, obviously most of that's her jam. So she got on and helped him avoid a potential catastrophe on a park that was way, way overpriced. That we had actually, one of our students was actually already running the numbers on the same park too. It's kind of funny, and we were like, nope, yeah, unless you want to offer half of what they're trying to sell it for. Anyways, let's get into this. Let me show you my buy box. A lot of you have seen my revamped. Nice. I'm gonna pull up the buy boxes in the chat real quick. Let me share my screen. All right. Okay, guys, let's see here. Where can I go? Where is the chat? Oh, there's the chat. Hold on. Can you guys see my screen? Let's see. Oh, hold on. Where'd you go? Okay, I don't know how to get back in there. Oh, here it is, the chat. Okay, here's the chat. Sorry. All right, let's pull up some of these buy boxes. Look at these. These are great. So here's just some examples, right, of some good buy boxes that we helped a couple of these people get theirs. Jim, look at that Owners Club. Love it. He's got the gator. That's fun. Oh, how about I move this out of the way? Let's see. Sorry, guys. I don't share my screen a whole lot. Let's see. All right. Here we go. Look at that. Can you guys see it? Yeah? I can't see anybody. Can someone unmute and say yes? I can't see you
Yep,
guys.
we can see it.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So this is Jim and Elizabeth Orschel's buy box. Look at this. Target markets, deal structure, property criteria, purchase price, preferred feature. So this is your target, right? You've got to have a clear target. You don't want to say nationwide. I mean, you can if you're Pace or, even Pace is like, I don't buy here, I don't buy here, and I don't buy there. But you want to have a handful of target markets. The more you can narrow down your target markets to a certain area, the better off you're going to be. Like you're going to attract people in those areas who want to help you. The deal structure, right? You want pretty clear, and I help them. You don't really want to, if you're in the sub two community, owners club, Gator, right? You never want to market yourself as sub two. Like people get freaked out about sub two and they get worried about it. And I actually did it myself and I completely forgot to change it for months and I forgot all about it. And so we took that off and we just said up to 50% down. You might go, why the hell would you want to go up to 50% down? Well, if you're in our community, right, with Pace, guess what? That what that 50% down means? That's a Morby method, right? Or a stack method. So yeah, we can go up to 50% down. That's going to catch some people's attention. We're ultimately looking for seller finance deals. Most of these brokers are hip to seller finance. They're getting more and more hip to it. Especially the good ones that have been around for a while doing commercial real estate. Look at, property criteria, 50 plus pads, underperforming parks, right? We want value add opportunities. I like to put right here extra acreage, right? Additional acreage is a big plus for anybody because you can build it out down the road. Once you stabilize the asset, you can then refinance out. You've raised the rents, increase the occupancy, stabilize the asset. Then you can pull some money out and actually do some of the next phase yourself. And you can also bring in PMLs or partners or equity partners, right? We've done that. So this is great. Good job, guys. Very clear. You want a picture of yourself. It's more personal, more personal rather. This is actually a really good AI photo. Surprisingly, they knocked this one out. And then he's got his QR code to contact, right? Boom, 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 boom. Great job, Jim. So let's see. Let me close that one. Let's bring up who else had one here. MD has one here. Let's just look at his real quick. I helped him as well. Actually, he had one that was like a Canva. It was very dull, right? Didn't attract much attention. And I just kicked it in and I gave it some instructions. He actually even tweaked it even more. I kind of helped him with some of this, got it more bold, gave it some more bold colors and depth. And then he added his two acquisitions partners here, John and Colin, who are in Owners Club, who and his other partner here. So he did this part himself, but Again, property, deal structure, targets. Okay. I mean, this is really clean. It's easy to read, right? It reads well. Okay. The only thing I don't like about the AI RV parks is you have like five vents on every RV. You know it's AI because you really only have one or two maybe. That's the only thing I don't like about the AI. Let's see. Let's look at. Well, I'm just gonna pull up everybody's in here. Then we got Peggy. Look at Peggy. So this, I just want to give you guys an idea of different buy boxes, right? Um, I love how Peggy's right here, front and center, right? Obviously, we're slowing down. Active in RV park and mobile home park communities. This is definitely a lot softer touch, right? I think Peggy needs some more details on hers, and we can go over that. I thought you had it. I think you remade this, right? Because you had more information on there before. I would say let's get some more information on this. It's really clean. I love how it looks, but we don't really know what exactly you're buying here and what your parameters are. So love it though.
Okay.
It's very good looking. Okay. And Peggy can handle that because she's awesome. She's a rock star. Um, all right. Okay. Pine Water Properties, Brian and Crystal, buy box. I love it. This is good. It's okay. It's for me, this is a lot. That's a lot going on here. I'm just gonna shoot you guys straight. RV parks, mobile home parks, glamping, ranching. Okay, boutique hospitality. Okay. I think this is going to throw people off. Like it's way too much, in my opinion. You guys can take it or leave it, but I would have almost a separate buy box for each one of these if you're focusing on all this. Either that or really dial in your criteria. You got a ton of different states, and I think this is Sun Belt, so that's good. But you really don't have to put all the states. You just put Sun Belt states. Less is more sometimes, right? So primary focus. Oh, Pacific Northwest, really? Oregon. I lived in Oregon for 25 years. I would partner with you guys on a park in Oregon if you found something
What
there.
part of Oregon?
I lived in Eugene. Big
Okay,
go
I used to
Ducks,
live in
right? Ducks fan.
Wilsonville.
No way. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going to have our buy boxes critiqued, by the way, and I appreciate it because I honestly
Yeah.
never had a critiquing on my buy box, so that's great.
Well,
Thank
hey,
you.
yeah, we can help you on this. Like this, it's just too much, right? It doesn't. You saw the other buy boxes. I helped those other folks build theirs. Less is more, right? You're going to go into details. You just want the pad count, the must-haves, and then preferred features. I mean, there's a way that you can market this without trying to like when I look at this, it reads to me that you don't have a really clear focus on what you want. That's what I think when I see it. So I'm just
Okay,
giving
so with this one, I
honest
actually
feedback.
had taken some other people's buy boxes that we're also looking for. We're
Yeah.
orbiting around their planet, and I kind of made a whole new one that touches on a little bit of everything of what they're looking for. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with
Yeah.
you that it is a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, I would say, what do you want the most, and structure your buy box on that because you're going to get all kinds of deals, right, guys? Who here is getting just all kinds of? Hey, Lance, are you into glamp grounds? Are you into luxury parks? Are you into lake? I still, even though I'm focused on workforce housing and everything else, I still get a ton of all kinds of stuff. So it's really, you just shoot it back and say, hey, no, this doesn't work for me. But that's my honest feedback. And that's the thing about me. You're always going to get honest feedback, guys. I hope you respect and appreciate that. Let's see. So I wanted to. Hey, where's my stuff? Oh, all right. Let me see here. You guys can still see this? Wait a minute. Me, me, me. Wait, what? Oh, my wife's been in here dabbling. Oh gosh, what has she done? Uh, okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not it. We're so close. Wait. Sorry. Oh, I know I sent myself something. Hold on a minute. Deal room. No, what the heck? Oh, shoot, guys. Hang on a sec. What the heck? Oh, man. I wonder if my VA moved it. Son of a buck. Sorry. Am I in my Zoom? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Just give me a quick minute. I wanted to pull up my buy box as well. Nope, that's not it. Shoot. All right. I don't know what happened here. Okay, I'm just gonna breathe. Okay. That's not it. That's my reminder. What the heck? Okay, guys. Well, anyways, you saw some buy boxes. I actually really wanted to show you mine. Let me see if I can get my wife to say, hang on one quick second. Does anyone else here have a buy box they need help with? Let's see. I'll be more than happy to help you. Like clean one up. You know, Crystal and Brian, if you want some help, I'm more than happy to help you guys out. Hold on a second. Sent. Here we go. Sent. Oh my gosh. What in the world? Sorry, guys. You know what? I'm just going to send it real quick. If you don't mind, I just lost somebody I know. Sorry. Bear with me. I hate the dead silence, the uncomfortable silence of waiting. Okay. Okay. All right. This is my new one. It's really bold. I swear I sent this to myself. What in the world? Anyone else having really weird problems with their internet and like Zooms and Calendly and emails? It's been really weird lately. I've been having all kinds of issues. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it's really irritating. All right. Hey, here we
I've
go. All
noticed
right.
when you hook up to the CRM for Calendly and you hook it
Mhm.
up to that, it will mess it up because you can't take it off and you can't rehook it up either. So
Oh,
yeah, I've
really?
noticed. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right, guys, here's my buy box. I actually just got a compliment today. I just totally revamped it because I was just wanting something different. A lot of people were doing the campground stuff. The only reason I revamped mine, um, is because I actually branded myself. My YouTube channel, the RV Park Blueprint, the coaching, our weekly Zoom. I love the RV Park Blueprint. It's basically what we're doing with our coaching clients and anyone who wants to help or help with the getting some just help. But the coaching is really where that kind of rock and rolled with me. I really liked it and it stuck, right? So here's an actual photo. See, sometimes AI is your friend. It gave me the actual photo. And I've prompted it to do that sometimes and it still doesn't do it, right? Anyone else have that happen where you prompt it, but it still gives you a cartoon, a cartoon image? Well, this time I actually got a real photo. So here it is, right? Here's what I was telling you, Crystal. Look at this. Target markets, Sunbelt states. Look how clean that is, though. You know what I mean? It's not all gummed up. It's really clean, super easy to read. And I've defined this for months and months and months. So, I didn't just wake up and go, "Oh, let me build this buy box." I know exactly what to do. It's been refined. My is what I meant. Refined over the last several months. Oh, someone else is trying to get in. So, here's my deal structure: seller finance, creative finance. Well, that'll basically say, well, that's basically saying, no, we'll do an assumable, we'll do an owner finance, or we'll do a sub two deal. Here's my property criteria. Underperforming. It might look very familiar. We might have just seen one very similar to this a few minutes ago. Underperforming, value add opportunity required. Not just, this is my criteria. These are targets that I must hit. Okay. I'm not really willing to sway away from this much at all. The more dialed in and focused you can stay with your criteria, the better deals you're going to get, and the more likely you're going to get deals that fit this buy box. At this point, people know what my buy box is, and I've sent it out hundreds and hundreds of times, and I'm getting people who are coming in. Lance, I think this fits your buy box. Lance, this fit. Like, a gentleman just hopped on here a minute ago who was like, "Hey, Lance, I think I got something." He knew exactly what I was looking for. Um, so here's my purchase price. NOI 100. It should be 150 because what happens is you got to get a lot of NOIs that are under this. We just talked to a guy who has a park today, 28 pads, too small, but 100 acres in Oklahoma. And I said, well, can you cut a 20 acres slice off? The park's sitting on like 8. And so it gives us room to grow. But right out the gate, he doesn't know what he's doing. We have one of our bird dogs is going direct to seller, and it's super awesome. So we get to talk to these sellers directly, and he just has no idea. He's like, "Oh, it's paid off free and clear." I'm thinking he's making like 10 to 12. 10 to 12,000 a month. He doesn't have any records. Everything's cash. And he's like, he wants to be a farmer, a cattle rancher again. He wants to go back to that, but he's been running it for 8 years and he's tired and he's sick of it. And so, but he's like, I don't know. I was thinking 1.1 million. I'm like, 10 to $12,000 gross a month does not put you at 1.1 million, brother. Like thinking, I didn't say it, but I'm thinking this guy is way off his rocker. Unless he's thinking with the whole 100 acres, but I don't need 100 acres, right? Give me 20 acres. We'll give you 750 grand on seller finance. Let's make a deal, right? That would I'd be open to. And I would probably assign something like that. So, anyways, located near 100,000 plus population, you want to be careful where you buy, right? Or where you're looking. There's a lot of places that look good and their deal looks great. It's because they're in a really bad spot, or it's not a popular tourist destination, or they're too far outside of the workforce housing or the big city. Be very, very cautious about where you're buying, okay? Because you could get yourself in some big trouble. Growth rate. You got to have a growth rate. Always check growth rate, crime rate, things like that. You don't really need to probably check schools as much, but you want to keep an eye on where that you're buying. Is it growing? Is it close to a larger, metro area? Those are really, really important things to keep in mind, guys. And then the preferred features, utility bill back system in place, or something I can add, right? That's obviously a big plus. I'd rather add it myself, to be honest. So extra acreage, amenity on common or common areas. So amenities, right? Clubhouse, bathhouse, right? Shower rooms, any kind of rentals, things like that. Zoning ability to allow box homes and ADUs. That's really important. Okay. Really important. If you're planning on doing box homes, tiny homes, or container homes, you've got to make sure before you buy that the zoning will prohibit that. Okay. So, anyways, this is our buy box. It's really cool. I actually just got a compliment today on it. I think it's really dope. I love this. But so that's it. Let me stop sharing now and come back. Ooh, I'm back. Hey guys. Did someone have a question a minute ago? Hopefully you guys
That
learned
was me,
something just with that. Who was that?
Crystal.
Crystal,
So back to
yes.
your buy box. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had two questions. I noticed that
Yes.
your guys' picture is so lovely and beautiful, and I love it so much. And I was
Thank you.
wondering, you said you took a real picture and put it into AI and had them put it over the top of your flyer?
Yeah, I prompted it. So I prompted it and it actually did it really well. Because you can ask it to do the cartoon characters. That's kind of what I started doing. It was kind of fun. And then I just threw a photo of us. I said, "Hey," and it knows me now, right? Because all I do is flyers and Facebook posts and things like that. Even though people, some people are like, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
AI crap." It's like, you know what, dude? I have to work my butt off to get it to what I want it to do, though. I've been working on this thing for months. So yeah,
Yeah.
I just told it what I wanted. I said bold, right? I said grab, I want it to grab your attention, and I had the logo and the colors picked out. And I said, "Hey, I want this logo, this branding, right? Color scheme. Boom, let's do that." Because so now all my stuff is matching. My YouTube channel, all the shorts that I do have the same logo. You know what I mean? So it's identifiable with what I'm doing, who I am. People are gonna know who I am with the RV Park Blueprint. Oh, I got a couple of people coming in, and so I just gave it
Yeah, I
my
really like
photo.
that
Yeah.
photo. Like we actually we try to put ours in there too, and it can never get our face right. That's why I ask. And then
Hmm.
also I noticed that you also did something that I wanted to do as well with the United States, the whole United States, and the color coded states that you're
Yeah.
buying in.
Yep.
How the heck did you do that?
I just asked it to
Same
clean
thing.
it up. So I just keep prompting it. If it's not quite right, I'll say, "Well, can we clean this up a little bit, make it tighter?" Because otherwise it'll kick out stuff like yours. It's just too much information. So I'll say, "Hey, let's do this. Let's give some of the same information, but like condense this. Uh, and but yeah, no, I've had to go back and forth. I'll show you the first flyer I made. I still have all of them. I can show you the progression. It's gone from like, farmer cartoonish, which was fun, and then everybody started doing it, so I started having to switch it up. But yeah, it's all on the prompting. I put the photo in there, the actual photo in chat, and I have like the cheap subscription. It's like $8 a month. Because I could only do one or two things on it a day with the free one, right? So I was like, damn,
Yeah,
I'm gonna finally have to pay for it. But my wife always uses it. But yeah, no,
I
it's all about
I
the
put
prompting
that.
and the instructions. But sometimes it screws it up. You're right. So you just gotta give it really, really strict instructions. Say, hey, I want to use this photo of us. I want to create I want to attract potential sellers and brokers and agents and wholesalers with this flyer, right? I want to use it to market on Facebook, on social media, and I want it to be bold and just really grab you. Those kinds of prompts like that. That's what I do. And it like, boom, kicked that one out. I was like, damn, it's really sharp. I really like this one a lot. Let's see. All right. Yes, thank you for coming up and asking that. Okay, guys, so let's move on. Social media, okay? Who in here is posting every week, at least 2, 3 times a week in RV park groups if you're trying to buy? If you're a buyer, who in here is posting 2 or 3 times a week in the Facebook groups and going in and commenting and posting and commenting on other people's groups? Who's like, if you're not, give me one in the chat if you're in posting in groups at least once a week. Once a week you're posting in the groups. And you can even go in there and if you're and nobody's posting. Okay. So, oh no, that's right. Oh no, that's right. You guys, come on, guys. Uh, Even my little tight-knit crew that's in here, they know better. You guys, come on. You got to be posting every week. Some of you are getting a lot better. Jim, I want to see those I want to see those flyers, brother. I want you to tag me too. That's what Wednesday is what we talked about. Part of it. I was doing a little butt kicking because I didn't see enough action going on.
Yes,
So
sir.
yes, get
I'll
that
get on that,
flyer.
sir.
Thank you. Just make a nice clean post. Just say, hey, we're a husband wife team. We're looking for an RV park, right? Keep it clean and simple. Here's what we're looking for. We would love, to talk to you if you're interested in selling your park. That way you can go, some of the sellers will see you and want to talk to you. But yeah, but guys, you're not going to get any traction if you're not posting at least once a week. Well, at least once a week. Yeah, you don't want to overwhelm it, but there's a lot of groups. Keep joining groups and keep posting in groups. That's how you get the deals coming to you. Your personal page too, sub two, post in there, posting your personal page. Facebook is tough. There's a lot of people on there using it like we are. So I want to tell you some tips and tricks on how to boost your algorithm. Anyone here have give me we're going to go ones and twos again. One in the chat if you have a professional Facebook page. If your Facebook page has professional mode turned on, give me a 1. Give me a 2 if you're like, what the hell are you talking about? 2 in the chat if you have no idea what I'm talking about, but would like to turn professional mode on, and I'll show you guys how to do it. Yes. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Yeah, 2. Okay, guys. How to cancel your what, Peggy?
My business page.
Oh, a business page?
I had a couple of people take pictures of houses and then turn them around and say that they're rentals and try to get money.
Sucks. Wow.
So, and also to come in as people that are selling properties and it's not the owners.
Dang,
So,
that's too bad.
Yeah, so I took mine down.
Your business, separate page you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's too bad. I have seen you posting though. But you know what you can do? You can get the little blue check mark. I had to finally do it. I had so many, and it's not, I didn't get scammed. I got cloned. So when they clone you, they're not actually into your information somehow. They're not able to really get in, but they somehow can see your friends list and they can clone your account and then start sending messages to all your friends. It's ridiculous. I had it happen so many times. I finally went and got the blue check mark. There's still an account out there. and I've never had Facebook do this, but Facebook wouldn't shut it down. I said, "Hey, this guy's impersonating me. This is me. I'm the real guy. Look at the followers and all the content that I've been creating." They go, "Nope, sorry, we don't see any problem with this account." I go, "What the hell?" So, but anyway, so let me show you guys real quick how to turn on professional mode. I think I showed, yeah, I showed our group how to do it. It's really cool. So, what's really cool about it, one of my favorite things about professional mode is you actually convert your, let me move you guys here. Oh man, come on. This is what happens. Messages constantly, dozens and dozens and dozens of messages every day. Oops. I have to keep up on it or it gets out of control. Okay. Oh yeah. Here's our co-living property in Lake Charles. Anyone need a co-living for a work crew, 9-10 people in Lake Charles? Okay, it just came up, and we're selling these from our Midland. We're actually getting rid of these last two campers and bringing in box homes in our Midland, Texas property. Okay, so let me get out of here. Again, my wife's all in well, she's got our VA in here. This is not this is not stuff I've been looking at. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? You get someone else in your junk like that. I don't like it. Okay. Now, okay, here we go. Here's my profile, guys. All right, what do you see? What's the first thing you see when you go into my profile? What's the first thing you notice? Let me just
Dashboard.
move. The dashboard. You don't have that, right? If you don't have professional mode, you don't see a dashboard. But before we even get into professional mode, if you go look me up, you see a very recognizable photo of me, and you see I'm a family man, right? This is an event I took my family to. These are my adult children and my beautiful wife. You also see that I'm a real estate investor. You see that I'm a sub two, OG. I should put OG in there. No, creative finance coach. I'm also into RV parks and co-living. And I got to get rid of the dispo. I ixnayed that. I'm getting rid of this, and I'm not doing I have co-living properties, but I'm not focused on that. So I'm just going to have RV parks in here. And I started realizing at the end of last year, the more focus and dial I get, the more traction and more success I'm going to have in this asset class. So I decided to kick everything to the curb. I'm not doing any other deals except this and coaching other people on how to win. Okay. So let's see right here. Here's some links, right? I've got Facebook. This is my Facebook group. Square link. Why the heck is that there? That's weird. Okay, then my website, onyxinvestinggroup.com. That's another website. I got to get rid of that. Okay, this isn't a good example. Don't look at this. I've got to clean all this up. A lot of these are dated, but this is the most important part here. Okay, and when you go into my profile, you're going to see. Let's see. What in the world? Oh, okay. They're telling me to boost this post. Okay, that's funny. But what do you see? Boom. Okay. This was the promotion I did for the Zoom. And then you see my buddy Aaron. Here's the shorts that I've been doing, right? But you wanna oh, here's a cute one, right? So it's not all business. It's my life. This is our puppy, and this is our boy now. He's like almost 8. Okay, so let me get back into this. The cool thing, see, I got the blue check mark because I had some lady get scammed for $700. She sent a fake account of mine at $700 freaking dollars for a crypto investment. I was like, oh my gosh, lady, what are you doing? There's one follower, you know? So here's the cool thing. Professional mode. Here's what it does. Look at this. I can see, look at my views have been going up. I hired a team to help me do some social media content finally after 3.5, 4 years. Look at my followers are up, but this is cool, right? Look at the graph. Look at the chart. It kind of shows you all this cool stuff. And I'm just gonna breeze through this really quick, but look at this. You can get insights. It shows you what content is performing the best if it wakes up. Oh, what? Wake up. Wake up. There we go. Okay. But look how cool this is, right? The photo. So posts I make with photos in it have 79.1% more likelihood or are getting that much more traction. That is the most by far, reels, multi-photos. See, you don't want to post multi-photos, so I stopped doing that a long time ago because it's just too much. People's brains are already busy and going a million miles an hour. Keep it simple. The demographics here, I totally geek out on this. I get in here, and if this is in the red and I'm losing and I'm not doing as much, but look at everything is up this last few weeks because I've been really focused on this, on building my content and my followers. But look at this. Look at the views, 66,000, almost 67,000 views, 21,000, 11,000. Look at all these views. Like it just keeps going up, 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 right? Do you know why it's going up, guys? Do you know why I have this many views on some of my content? It's because I'm in here every freaking day. Okay? I'm in here every day.
Oh,
This one, what's that? But look at this. Look at this one post. 356 people liked it, 196 comments. And this is the story. This is a true story. This is our park in Midland. We actually did this. This is a case study right here, and people loved it. So I need to do more of that. Anyways, so I want to go back and just kind of show you. Let me show you how to turn this on. If you're wondering, oh, what is this? Okay, I haven't seen this yet. Sorry. Okay, let me go back to my profile. Okay, guys, so get your bio dialed in, get a current photo of yourself. You can do whatever you want here. Don't have dogs and cats and relatives and beaches and lakes. If you're serious about investing and you want to get traction and you're commenting and going into other groups and Zooms, people are going to look you up. You might say, oh, it's my page. I'll do whatever I want. Yeah, do whatever you want. But if you want to grow your following and you want to have people send you deals, you got to build trust. The way you build trust is to be recognizable. Okay. If you're not you're not visible, you're invisible, right? That is a recognizable photo. I actually had chat clean this up a little bit. This is a photo of me and I wanted to get a headshot. I know not everyone's know. Oh man, that's way too close. Look at that handsome sucker. No. So, anyways, man, that was scary. But anyways, you can actually have chat say, hey, can you make me a headshot? Put a good photo. I want to get rid of the LA, and people get pissed about certain sports, but still, right? It's clean, just black, simple. Background's blue. Okay. Now, so the way you turn this on, guys, is these three little dots. See these three little dots right here? Click those three little dots, and you go bing, 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 turn on professional mode. So I'm not turning it off. You know what this does? This actually, so you go click, you turn it on. That's it. It turns your friends into followers. Okay. Let's see. Friends. Here's what's crazy. You want to see something crazy here? I wonder if I can show you. These are these all people I'm friends with? So I have over 1,000 friend requests at any given moment, and I stopped. I gave up like 2 years ago. It just started growing and growing and growing, and I couldn't keep up with it. Yeah, so your friends convert to followers immediately, and then people can still send you friend requests. I don't really accept friend requests anymore. Oh, here it is. Just because I don't have time. I don't have time to vet. I don't want to. My friends list is pretty much full. Let's see. See if it'll show you. Look at that, 914. So when you get over 1,000 friend requests, Facebook will start deleting them for you automatically. And it's not, if you're in here, I apologize. No, I don't. If you don't send me a message and I don't know who the hell you are, I'm not going to accept your friend request, period. And that's just the way it is. So if you're on this list, if you're one of these 914 people and I haven't accepted your friend request, it's because you didn't introduce yourself. And I'm not going to accept a friend request from somebody I don't know anymore. I'm trying to keep my group tight, my circle tight. In fact, I got to go erase. I'm almost to my, 5,000 person limit on friends. But is that cool, guys? So you can turn on professional mode. Boom, one more time. Boom. Turn on professional mode here. Your friends turn to followers, and then you have this cool dashboard where you can track your stuff. It'll tell you what posts are doing the best, performing the best. It'll tell you your demographic, age groups who follow you, how many people who aren't followers will follow you. It's really, really cool. All this is really, really crucial and key to building, getting those people to send you deals, right? It all ties together. You might say, Lance, I'm not a big social media guy, blah, 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 right? Hey, I don't like doing it. Well, you know what? Then don't, right? It doesn't matter if you like it or not. Just do it. Like, if you want results, just do it. You think I like going to the gym, for 2 hours? I'm doing freaking almost 2 hours a day now. It's ridiculous. I hired a fitness coach, but I don't like going to the gym every day. I kind of do actually. The cardio sucks. The bike, the 25 minutes on the freaking stationary bike, I hate it. But I do it, and I do the entire 25 minutes, and I am completely soaked in sweat. Why do I do it? Because I want the results. Okay. Some of the stuff you'll have to do, and we're losing the AI note takers now. But some of the stuff you just have to do if you want results, this is the best way to get deal flow. Okay. I'm telling you right now, it's worked for me. I get deals coming in left and right every day. Okay. So, all right, guys. Who learned something today? Right? Give me a one in the chat if you just learned a whole lot about Facebook that you never knew. There's a lot of different tricks to boost your algorithm as well I can share with you. But the professional mode's really cool. So the tips and tricks to boost your algorithm is really simple stuff too. And I don't have to show you on the screen share, but if you instead of liking, when you go just like someone's comment, right? You're doing what all the other sheep do, right? All the other basic humans do is just like a quick, you're not engaging, right? You just tap the like, tap, tap, tap the like, tap the like. Everybody does that, 90%. What Facebook rewards you for doing is doing things above and beyond what most people will do. Okay, does that make sense? So, for example, if you follow me or you see me in commenting, you always see Lance is going to love this comment. Lance is going to love it or care for it. Love and care. I'm just a loving guy. I'm just a big teddy bear. Okay. It's not because I love every single thing. It's because Facebook rewards me for doing above and beyond. Okay. And I tell people this all the time and nobody ever does it. But I learned it from some really cool people. Oh, there you go, Jim. I learned it from some really, really successful, people who use social media a lot. So the other thing I want you to do is when you're commenting, I'll get to you in a second, 80. So the other thing you want to do when you comment on someone else's post. So first of all, support your friends, right? Comment. I'm going to stop waving my hands because my camera is getting in and out of focus, driving me nuts. But if you want to support your friends, right? Don't be a hater. Most of your friends and family are laughing at you right now, going, "Oh, what the hell are you doing? Now, what's the next thing, right? What are you doing? You think you're going to be a real estate investor?" The people who support you and love your stuff the most are the people you barely know. The people here in this room, right? We're supporting each other. I'm always going to go support you if I see you're posting or you're trying to do better for yourself. I'll go post a GIF image or a GIF image in the comment section because it stands out, especially if you're posting on somebody's page, like one of those posts I showed you where there's hundreds of comments or even dozens and dozens of comments. Post a GIF image and a little message if you want, but that GIF image stands out. JJ is easy, taught me that a long time ago. And he's told me before, he's like, Lance, you're one of the few people that took everything I teach and ran with it, dude. And you're seeing success from it. It's true, right? Networking is big, big, big. And this just helps polish and clean you up, right? And so GIF images, I called them GIFs. It's GIF images. Posting a photo when you make a post too. Most of my stuff, 98% of my stuff is going to have a photo, a flyer, a video. Okay. It's going to get more traction. People are going to stop and look at it more often than if you don't. If you're not going to do it, just going to post something brief in there in Facebook. Put like the background color, right? Put a background color on that actually will get more people's attention. Problem with that is you can only do like one or two sentences. Oh, there's my camera again. Gosh dang it. You can only do one or two sentences with the background color. So I'm just telling you guys this so you can learn and grow your following and get more people to help find deals for you, okay? Because that's really what it boils down to. The more visible you are, the more people see you. That they're going to start remembering you. They see your buy box. They see that you're buying RV parks. You eat, breathe, sleep, and poo RV parks. Okay, you're not whatever your W-2 is. You're not that anymore. You don't talk about that. You're not doing that. If you have co-living or single family homes, That's great, but don't talk about that either. Unless someone says, "Oh, what have you done before this?" Right? But the more you speak and think RV parks and buying an RV park and being financially free and having time freedom, the more probable, the more probability you're going to have for those things to happen. You're going to manifest this stuff. And this is something too I'll share with you, Jim, real quick, that you missed yesterday. The book, it's okay. You can actually watch it. There's actually a book called The Secret. Okay. The Secret. If you have not read The Secret or watched the Netflix special, The Secret, you are freaking missing out. It's all about manifesting, thinking and speaking things into existence. Okay. There's several books on it. That's one of the most well-known ones in existence. You can actually look it up on Netflix by Rhonda Byrne. Thank you, Crystal. Amazing book. Okay. If you haven't read it, it's a good read. I have the book. I kept trying to get my son to read it. It's sitting on his desk. I don't think he ever maybe read 3 pages, but Power in the Magic. Okay, cool. But yeah, so this is all manifestation, right? Power of the spoken word. It's biblical, okay? So for me, the more I present myself as an RV park investor, as an expert in the space, as being a buyer, and posting my goals and things that I want to do, those things start coming to reality, and you get lots of deal flow. Okay. Let's see. Somebody had their hand up here. 80, was that you? Did you still have a question, sir?
No, I wanted to kind of make a comment in terms of the stuff you were referring to,
Yes, sir.
uh, in regards to the Facebook and being in a professional mode. One thing also, kind of just something to add on to that is because I switched over to professional maybe a couple of months ago,
Yep.
and what Facebook does is it will give you goals, right? So it'll ask you,
Yes.
hey, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to increase your following, or you're trying to get monetized, or whatever it is?
Yeah.
And based off of the response, every week is going to give you goals to complete.
Yep.
And that's also a way to kind of increase that,
That's good.
increase the what you're
Yes.
doing and how Facebook pushes your stuff out there.
Yeah,
So just
100%. I
something to
forgot
add
about
to
that.
that.
Every week, yeah, every week it'll remind you, well, hey, you haven't hit this goal, that goal, this goal. Yeah, you haven't hit your targets. And you're like, damn, if you're competitive, you're like, damn it, I got to get on this. Well, so am I pronouncing your name right, man? I want to make sure I'm saying your name right.
So it's Ade.
Ade, thank you. I didn't want to disrespect you. I could not figure it
No,
out. I was
you're
like, man,
fine.
there's probably 5 different ways. It's a 3-letter word, but there's 3, 4 different ways I could screw it up. All right. Ade, thanks,
No, I
man.
appreciate you asking. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, you should always ask how to pronounce someone's name if you're not familiar or if you're not sure. It's a respect. It's a respect thing. I do it all the time. Let's see. Okay, guys, I wanted to put a quick plug in here, right? We are launching our next RV park blueprint coaching for you serious investors who are looking to buy RV parks. We're going to launch this next group. It will be a very tight-knit group, probably about the size of the one now, 7 to 8 people at the end of the month, probably after my weekend. So maybe first week of June. Actually, I pushed it back a little bit. I want to give my current group the time and focus that they deserve. So if you guys are really interested in hopping on a call, let me know. Reach out to me, DM me, and I'll get back to you. And we'll hop on a call to see if it's a good fit. I'm very selective on who I work with. I want to make sure you're winning and doing the work. Okay. If you don't win, I don't win, and I want you to win. Also doing some consulting. Like I said, if you're fairly familiar doing some RV parks, MD, we're working with MD, doing some consulting with him, just making sure he's on the right track, right, on the right path. We also can do that. It's not nearly as focused or hands-on, but he doesn't need as much attention, right? And basically the coaching is like, let's do this together. It's the blueprint. We show you how to do it, right? How to market, buy, and get on calls with you, close, and things like that. We're getting into the last half of our coaching with our current 7 students that we have, and we're going to get into some real meat and potatoes this last few weeks, right? Negotiating, closing, and also how to just even how to talk to AI and do. We're going to do a couple bonus Zooms for you guys who are here working with us because we're not going to end it right away. But we're going to do some bonus stuff to teach you how to do how to use Claude to analyze deals. That's something y'all need to know. Those are only for the tight knit group. But anyways, guys, any other questions before I rock and roll? I got up at 4 o'clock this morning. My wife couldn't sleep. So that's why. And I got up super early, worked out 2 freaking hours today. So I'm beat. Anyone else have any questions before we go? Hopefully, guys, can you put some, give me some love in the chat if you guys learned some cool stuff and got some good gold nuggets today. Guys, give me some love in the chat if you learned some cool stuff today. This will all help you grow your business. I went from nothing. I went from owning 0 real estate to owning $6 million in real estate in 3 years. And I've raised probably $7-8 million worth of cash, worth of funds in the last 3 years as well. And this year I plan on tripling my net worth and my assets under management. How cool is that? In 1 year. All right. Yes, you're welcome. Thank you so much for everybody who came on. God bless you all and have a great evening. We'll talk next week. We'll have something special in store for you. Later.